Hey Leo, welcome to Basic Bitch Tarot. It's your Basic Bitch here. We're going to be doing Celtic Cross messages from now until the 3rd through the 5th of September. So from now through the first week of September. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I read for your sign. Check the description below to see how to contact me for a personal reading. The messages don't resonate. Hey, there are 8 billion people on the planet. Just wasn't for you. Also, check your moon sign and your sun sign. That might help. We're going to do General Celtic Cross. Leo, I have to say a big thank you to all of you and the Leo constellation and those born in your sign. I read for Aries and Sagittarius earlier, and Leo showed up in both of their readings so strong. We're incredibly grateful for your sign and your strength. You're ruled by the sun, larger than life. We need your energy so much, and I'm so excited to read for you now, Leo, because I just see what you brought to the table for Sagittarius and Aries, and we're so grateful. So let's give it up for Leo right now and see what's going on for you folks. Universe, it's your basic bitch here. For Leo, general messages for Leo. Those born on Earth between July 23rd and August 22nd. For Leo. For Leo, please. General messages for Leo between now and the first week of September. September 5th. August 20th to September 5th for Leo. This is you. This is what's helping or hindering you. This is your subconscious influence or what drives you. This is the past. Ooh, shaky past. This is what's crowning you, what you're focused on. This is the near future. That's a little uncertain for you as well. This is your approach and your influence that you bring to the table. This is external influences and what they bring to the table. These are your hopes and fears. This is the final outcome. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords. Some fighting going on. Some discord for sure. Damn, you guys. Well, I mean, maybe it's necessary. I'm not really sure. It's conflict, disagreements. It's competition. It's defeat. And 5 of Swords is about winning at all costs. Maybe you feel like you do. Ooh, in the past, somebody stabbed you in the back in some way. There was a traitor. There's some pain you went through. It's the reading within the reading. The World. Oh, you saw a cycle through to completion somewhere. 10 of Cups in reverse. Discord at home. Stress at home. The Hermit. Okay. This is past. Let's get into the reading now. This is my new Game of Thrones deck, you guys. I've never watched this show. Please comment and tell me like what the different characters are on the cards because it's so badass that I'm vibing with it. Justice. Libra energy is what you're in right now. Legal matters, contracts. Could be going through some stuff right now with legal stuff. What's blocking you is Temperance in reverse. What's driving you is the Lovers. Well, that's nice. Maybe. Your past is a Knight of Wands in reverse. What's crowning you is the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Coins. Really needing to watch all your resources right now. The future is Emperor in reverse. You might need to let go of control of the situation. Or you may face a person that's a little controlling, or an Aries. What you're bringing to the table, Leo, is 4 of Wands in reverse. Feeling like something might not be prosperous or profitable. Not a good idea to start something. You might, with Justice in reverse and this in reverse, just might have something might be throwing you off right now. External influences is the 9 of Swords. Well, you're really anxious about something or people around you are causing you anxiety. or you're making them anxious. Your hopes and fears, we've got the High Priestess, more Libra energy. And for the final outcome on the 5th, we have the Queen of Swords, also a Libra. Interesting, you've got a lot of Libra in your chart here. Just give me a moment to pause and meditate, and we'll get into it. So, right now, Leo, Libra's really reaching out to you guys the way you reached out to the fire signs, because we got a lot of Libra energy here. The Five of Swords, the spoils of war. Look at this poor motherfucker with his tail between his legs. This is about conflict. This is about pivot points and change in your life. I'm sorry, this is a new deck, you guys, and it's just taken me a few minutes to into it. There's disagreements, somebody feeling like you're going to win at all costs. But what's great is that in spite of possibly that happening for you, we've got justice here, which is what you're symbolizing. It often means balance being reached in a situation, but it often really points towards legal matters. The cards office often means that you're just being really level headed, really logical, and a level headed thinker, and deduction to achieve, a fair and amiable result, and no matter what you're dealing with. This is reflected in your feelings, any part of your life, too, life, love, career. And when it's drawn, the card can reflect on, like, you're weighing out the pros and cons of something, maybe something, and which one may address, different parts of your life. If it's a person, it represents someone probably from the law, someone that's coming at you with a formal agreement of some kind. And it can symbolize usually like court cases, contracts, leases, negotiations. And the person helping you with it, if it's a person or if it's you, you're going to be really calm and really logical. And in situations, the card often reflects a speedy and favorable outcome. It does kind of play towards the ideal of fairness, kind of like Libra, which means that you'll only receive, what is due to you and nothing more. No more or less. Don't expect any more or less. But we've got Temperance in reverse here for what's crossing you. And I find it ironic that you have Justice in the upright, which is about balance and being level headed. But what's crossing you is sort of something imbalancing. Temperance is imbalance, it's excess, but it's also self healing and kind of realigning yourself in a situation. It's implying that, there might be things working against you, and there's like an angle of conflict too. Maybe things don't seem to work out, relationships don't seem to meld, ideas and concepts aren't being harmonious for you. Maybe you're just overrun with little to no balance between your work and your social life. That might be part of it too. If it's a person, this card will kind of reflect upon a person who has too many things on his list or too many things on their plate. You might have too much on your plate right now, Leo, and it's burdening you. And eventually, it's going to just frustrate you and Temperance in reverse can kind of take you on a roller coaster ride. Just being really erratic and feeling a little unstable, and it causes tension and it causes arguments. Temperance in reverse causes these Five of Swords moments, these arguments, okay? And when it's here in a Celtic cross, I intuit all the cards differently for a Celtic cross. It really allows me to bring all the meanings out. Um, if this restlessness happens from like one or two people or different parts of your life being inharmonious, you really have to take the advice of Sagittarius, which is Temperance. Because it's advising you to look within and find the source of the imbalance before anything else can get resolved, because things aren't, going eye to eye for you in these different parts of your life. You're having some imbalance. But what's influencing you, like what's driving you right now, is the lovers. And I think that that's just so adorable. It's love, it's harmony, it's relationships, it's values, and it's alignment. It's also about choices too. Like, what do you love? And what's driving you is what you love. I don't think what's happening here for you guys is about a relationship necessarily, because we've got the lovers. Western astrology will tell me that you're having a lot of sex right now, or that there might be a third party. But this is not a love reading. This is a Celtic cross spread. Okay, so I'm not seeing it like that, and I'm not even going to try to intuit it. Your focus, what's driving you right now, is what you love, and if you have a romantic partner, you are very driven and feeling incredibly close to your partner right now, which I'm loving. I mean, I don't see the lovers a lot these days in a good way, and I'm feeling good about it right now. And when we look at the past, we have the Knight of Spears, which is the Knight of Wands. I don't know who this character is. You guys, please leave me comments and tell me who the characters are. Who's this for the Knight of Spears? Like, I recognize the actors from Game of Thrones, but this is cool. I like the way he's charging in. So the Knight in reverse is about a passion project, okay? It's only fueled. Maybe that's why Temperance is here now, because this was all passion and no heart. Knight of Wands in reverse is hasty. It's a scattered energy. There were delays and there were some frustrations in your past. Um, but that's just the past. That time is over now. And hopefully, I think with the Queen of Swords here in your final outcome that we'll talk about, Temperance is really wanting you to balance out your wands, which is your creative flow, and your pentacle or your cups, which are your emotions. I feel like the Queen of Swords is going to swoop in for you by the end of the first week of September with her intellect and her charm and her logic and help you balance out your shit. This might be a person or it's just the Libra. And there's a Libra all over the place here. What's crowning you right now, though, what you're focused on is the Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles. This is foundational. Four of Pentacles is really asking you to pay very close attention to your time, your resources, what you're spending on. And the Four of Pentacles can be a little miserly, but that's because he has to be. He's saving money, he's focusing on security, it's very conservative, scarcity, maybe even being a little controlling. I'm sensing because often the Four of Coins can be met with that, like, look, we just don't have enough to spare right now. We got to be careful with all of our shit because we're working on something here. And we just need to, you're focused on your resources right now, but it's a four, it's foundational. So some of you, oh, I'm hearing that some of you might refinance. Somebody's going to refinance, but only like a few of you, because I have a lot of personal Leos in my life. That might be for one of you. But what we've got in your future is the Emperor in reverse. So maybe just feeling like this is domination. This is excessive control. This is a lack of discipline and a lack of flexibility. If you're dealing with a legal matter here and you're feeling like your temperance is out of balance, things were passion driven in the past, we've got the lovers here for what's driving you. I don't think that these things here are relationship. I think that what's happening is there's shit going on externally in your life, Leo, but you've got this great relationship at home to go home to and cling to at night for a lot of you, for most of you. But for a few of you, it could be just a passion fueled relationship. And I do need to mention that because I have the Knight of Wands here in reverse, which is like, I'm just here to get laid. But this isn't a love message. And I'm trying for it not to be. I feel like for most of you, you're really, really, you have this strong partner at home that's going to help you deal with these situations. Four of Coins and the lovers are together here over justice. And I think that you and your partner, if you have one, are going to work together. Or you're going to just be fueled by what you love and how important that is to you. That's going to help you with what you love and being smart, like the Queen of Pentacles is. It's going to flip your temperance into the upright. You're having a lack of temperance right now because something's weighing on you. But the Emperor is he's kind of done being dominated and kind of done being controlled. There's a little bit of an inflexibility coming towards you. in the future, Leo. This could be you embodying it. It could be somebody else embodying it, and you might have your reasons for it. It's Aries energy too, but it's more so in this kind of reading, others are in control. You may feel like you're a puppet in some way. I don't know what this legal thing is, what might be controlling you. There's fighting too. So don't let people control you. If it's a person, this isn't a shadowy person, and they want to take power away from you, whether you're willing to let them to or not. In a situation, it's usually external. Sorry, I can't speak tonight. It's external forces that want to take your power away. It's also just rules and regulations might be governing your path as well. And I'm feeling it's kind of that with justice. You might have some kind of a legal document that, or some kind of rule or regulation that you have to deal with that you, that's not up to you, and it forces you to obey. The emperor in reverse is an external force that's forcing you to obey in some way. So, just if you've got that positive vibe at home, just cling to it. I think it may help you. But for others of you, you might need to nix that lover that you have that's just passion fueled. Stay focused on your pentacles because you might lose some control and you might lose some temperance. I'm hearing two different stories for a whole bunch of you here. And for the seventh card, which is your influence and your approach, you're Four of Wands in reverse right now. And for this kind of spread, the four in the upright is about a group celebration. We're in it together. But Four of Wands in reverse can simply mean a personal celebration, an inner harmony. It's also about conflict with others and transition. This Emperor might be giving you a bit of what for. You may have to transition into giving something power that you don't want to. There has been fighting. Okay, so you might be in conflict in some way with some other people in your life, but you may just be really pushing for celebrating yourself and having inner harmony. Like, look, this is about me, okay? I'm happy to celebrate and do the thing with all you people, but Leo likes to celebrate themselves. I don't blame you, Leo. Just watch for those conflicts. But in reverse, what you're bringing to the table and what's in your influence is you might be the catalyst for transition in a situation. And that wouldn't surprise me if that were true because I've got the High Priestess here as your hopes and fears. Um, Moving on up towards the end of the first week of September, your external influences. This is some anxiety. Nine of Swords is stressed out. Eight of Swords is stressed out by something when they're asleep during the day, like they can't get something out of their head and they can't sleep at night and they cry themselves to sleep at night. But the Nine of Swords is anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares. Other people around you might be worrying you, or they might be expressing their stress about whatever this situation is, okay? Again, but for a few of you, this Lover's card with what's driving you, and this Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse, who can also be a player. Again, hate to make it a love message, but for some of you, there is a little bit of that. You're stressing someone out and upsetting them, possibly, making them feel a little trapped in some way, too. And they want to free themselves from this anxiety. But that's just for some of you, you guys. For the rest of you, you've just got a lot of energy in your life surrounding you that's stressed out and you're aware of it. It's plaguing you too. That's why the Four of Wands is kind of in reverse. You might be pulling back a little bit like, oh, I got to really focus on me right now. But you can't because others in your life are stressed out. Okay? You're being haunted by bad memories. And even during the day and at night. And there's people around you are stressed out about the tasks that have yet to be completed as well. Like, what do we have to do next is Nine of Swords. Someone might be saying, we have to think about the future here, and you're just not. You may feel like someone else is putting you down or cornering you into an unpleasant situation. This Justice card might be cornering you into some kind of an unpleasant situation. Um, if it's relationships, it's about mind games or shitty workmates, or neighbors who drive you up a fucking wall, or friends turning around and like belittling you and making you feel bad. Somebody might be giving you a bit of what for, or people around you are stressed out about where things are going for you guys right now. Um, you have to look in for that inner strength, that Leo energy. This is Gemini energy, though. Sorry, guys. I'm coughing a lot here. Hopes and fears, we have the High Priestess. So you're really feeling like you want to manifest. You're afraid of a lack of manifestation, but you're also knowing that you need to manifest. In your hopes and fears, the way you're feeling, you feel like you're going to patiently wait for something to unravel. The High Priestess waits. She is in control of all the things in her life. The world around her is in constant motion, but she's going to stand still. She's going to be logical, and she's going to allow her intuition to take hold. Libra energy. Thank the Libras in your life. They're really kicking it over to you. You're really feeling like you need to trust your gut between now and the first week of September. You feeling, she embodies a lot of wisdom too. She's willing to be patient too. Maternal like as well, strong in yourself, and authoritative. It exudes extreme feminine characteristics. It could be another person bringing this into your life, because she can counsel you too. She's a priestess. She's a witch, for crying out loud. She is the catalyst for change, the high priestess and the magician. But she works alone. You might feel like you have to do some things alone in the next couple weeks. This is an alpha male or female. She's extremely independent. This energy is hard to pin down. And if that's a fear of yours, because you might just feel like, if you're afraid of that, you might be afraid of like, oh gosh, I have to do this all alone and it's all on me to be the catalyst for this change and be the manifester. But if it's just more of your hope, you're just hopeful that you can get it together and stand your ground and be logical in a situation, and listen to your own intuition to get to where you're going to be moving between now and the first week in September. But your final outcome is the Queen of Swords. Who is this, you guys? She looks so cool. She's super cool. And Queen of Swords is very independent, unbiased judgment, clear boundaries, direct communication. If that's a person in your life, you want them in your life, and it's going to help you get your temperance and get this, this justice that you want served. Even though it might be external forces that are telling you what to do that you don't want to. And it'll help you with any fighting you have. There's been some past pain as well. And you might have completed a cycle with something that might have hurt. Might have been with a job or something like that. Or a relationship. We've got 10 of Cups in reverse too. This is kind of relationship-y for some of you. A past lover might be coming back into your life, but I'm not seeing the 6 of Cups. I just felt that and heard that. You may have to revisit something. It kind of fucked up your family life. Let me peek one more underneath. The Hermit. Virgo energy. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I'll stop. That's for another time. So that's what's happening. By the end of, by September 5th, you're going to get in your head, okay? You're just a little off balance right now with Temperance in reverse. Watch this Lover's card. You guys tell me. I'm not Leo. If you want personal readings, by the way, to help with clarification, we can kickstart off of this reading and give you guys personal readings. Check the description below. Hey, Universe, can you give advice to Leo? Advice for Leo on their current life cycles between now, August 21st, and September 5th for Leo. Sacrifice. This is the Hanged Man. Sacrifice. There are those worth making, and there are those worth walking away from. The Hanged Man wants you to take a pause and decide how to handle what's going on in your life right now. Really go within. And sacrifice and the hanged man is also goes hand in hand with temperance, because the hanged man is about balancing your earthly self and your soul. And the lovers might be tugging at you in some way for some of you. For others, you've got a happy stable home and you're going to work together to keep your pentacles tight, but you could be withholding from a lover and giving to one. Again, I'm not seeing Three of Swords yet, not seeing the Tower here. I'm just hearing a bunch of different things. Hello. Wish fulfillment. Gosh, this is so good. So, Nine of Cups, you guys. I love Nine of Cups. That your emotional fulfillment is important to you. That's making me feel better about the Lover's card. It's contentment, it's satisfaction, it's gratitude, it's wishes coming true. It's more than inner happiness. And it's more than indulgence and materialism. It's happy family and home. You need to focus on that part of your life. Some of you may be already in a healthy way with the lovers. Some of you are not, in an unhealthy way, and you're fighting about it. You need to focus on your family and your love with others, not just yourself. Universe for Leo. More messages for Leo, please. It's this one. Love begins. You may need to start a new cycle from the heart in some way. Yeah, in some way. It's love. You might have a new relationship in your life for some of you. Love, new relationship, compassion, creativity. Okay, now I'm getting the big picture here. Has somebody fallen in love with a Libra? Is that what's happening here? I didn't intuit it as a love message. But if you're starting in something new, even if it's a new job, anything new, make sure it comes from the heart. They're mirroring this back to you. Nice. 8 of Pentacles, positive movement forward. You're working very hard right now, and they are telling you, Source and the guides are telling you to keep moving forward. Don't forget to take a break, though, and let the air out of those sails and rest. Don't forget to look back behind you and see how far you've come and be proud of yourself, but continue to move forward, okay? Continue to move forward. It can be kind of be 8 of Wands as well, where positive, rapid movement forward, but I know that it's 8 of Pentacles. They're saying you're working really hard and we're really proud of you, but you need to, like, love begins, keep it moving in a positive direction. And make sure you know what you're sacrificing and when, and take a pause to really decide. At the bottom of this deck, we have Triumphant Success, which is another new beginning. Ace of Swords. I think you guys, some of you are starting a new relationship. This is a breakthrough. This is a new idea. It's success. And it's also mental clarity. They're telling you to really get in touch with your intuitive side. Again, with this Libra energy. If you're getting involved with a Libra, she or he is the one. But you might be fighting it a little bit. You're a little nervous if it's a love message here for you guys. They're the one. But also, just to take hold of that sword, listen to your intuition and trust it before you begin anything and before you act. That's super important. Where's my Zodiac deck? Hey, solar system. Talk to me about Leo, please. For Leo, Zodiac, and solar system. What do they need to be focused on right now? Oh, this one. The 6th house. The work, health, duty area of your life. Google the 6th house. That's what the solar system is pushing you to look at. The 4th house, your home and the roots of your being. Focus on what's going on at home. Fulfillment of wishes is about what's going on at home. We've got a 4 of Pentacles here, which is about your home, and a 4 of Wands in the reverse, which is about an unstable home in some way as well. Oof, Be careful, you guys. Google the fourth house, your home, and the roots of your being. Focus on home, okay? Mars, your physical energy, drive, strength, and your fighting spirit. Come on, one more, Zodiac. It's this one. Uranus, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. If you're, yeah, where is it? Where is that Ace of Swords? Here's your sudden change. Here's your enlightenment. Here's your awakening. Okay? Let it happen. Wow, what a great reading for you guys, Leo. I mean, I think for some of you, this is relationship and your home life might be a little unstable right now. There could be a third party in some way. Some of you are starting something new and you're a little need to go within and trust your intuition. You're going to get it together and be logical, thinking about a formal agreement in some way. For some of you, this is work related or just like I'm hearing like the HOA driving everybody crazy about something. I know that sounds weird. Or like job stuff, home stuff, refinance, really clinging to your partner at home. Um, it's a bunch of different messages. I hope they all resonate with you guys. Leo, again, you really stepped up. Your energy showed up so much at the Sagittarius and the Aries readings for tonight. We're all really pulling for you, especially me. If there's anything I can do to help any of you, contact me for personal readings. You're my favorite sign, Leo. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.